Hello, kiddos. Today's book will be called Listen and is written by Gabi Synder and illustrated by Stephanie Gratian. This is an excellent book about listening. It is called Listen. I'm about to read it. Listen. Listen. When you step out into the big wild world, sometimes all you hear is woof, beep beep, vroom, er, noise. But what if you stop, close your eyes, and listen? Can you hear every sound? Each sound? Woof, beep, room. Do you hear a dog go yip yip yapping from the window to the yard, to passing car, or a crow cawing from wire to wire? Listen. Through an open window, a tea kettle whistles. Listen. Can you hear the slap slap of shoes against a pavement? Listen. Kids jumping rope. Thump, thump, thump. Can you hear hello called across the playground? Listen. Listen past the crunch of gravel and the scrape of chalk. Can you hear new words? Listen to each sound. Some pop like quick and snappy, while others stretch like loomy and leisurely. Listen. They're at the library listening to a book. Hear words of joy and words that sting. Do you hear what your friends say? Listen. Can you hear what she's feeling too? A sob, a sigh, or even silence. Listen. Listen past the noise. What can you hear? Rain falling on an umbrella. Tippy tap tap tap. Tippy tap tap tap. Brush, rush, hush. Wind through trees, just listen. The wind through the trees, just listen. Listen past the quiet. What can you hear? Can you hear the quiet? The rumble of the belly. Whoosh of the breath. Can you hear the voice inside of you? Listen to the nighttime hush and whispers. Good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. When all you hear is this big wild world is noise, stop, close your eyes, and listen to everything waiting to be heard. More about listening. Your sense of hearing, when you wake up to an alarm or a voice calling, that's your sense of hearing doing its job. Your sense of hearing has evolved to work all the time. even when you're asleep. Have you ever dreamt of a barking dog or a ringing phone, only to wake up and discover the noise is real? That's your sense of hearing. What about listening? Listening is more than simply hearing. To listen, you must focus on one sound. That can be hard when there are many other competing sounds, but listening is important. We can learn a lot about the world around us by listening. Attention. Hearing is automatic. You don't even have to try. But listening is a skill that takes practice. The key difference between hearing and listening is attention. A startled response. Different types of attention use different parts of your brain. When a sudden loud noise, like a car horn, beep, 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 or a school bell, ring, 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 makes you jump, that's the simplest type of attention. It's called the startled response. The bottom up response, when a sound like your name called, Natasha, across a room draws your attention, that's called a bottom up response. Top down response. When you give your full attention to something, that's called a top down response, like a radio set to one station, your brain tunes out other sounds to allow you to focus your attention. It's easier to learn when your attention is focused. Listening to feelings. When you try to listen to the feelings carried in voices, you may be able to tell when someone is sad or angry or scared. Listening shows caring and can make you a better friend. That's what I enjoy the most. I enjoy listening to others. I enjoy this book. I really love it. It has a great message. It can be for children and adults. This book is called Listen. It's written by Gabi Synder and it's illustrated by Stephanie Grayson. I hope you enjoyed this book. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Natasha Hagens. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.